Hi and welcome to STEM Conversations. We are really excited to share our very first video with you. So I'm Sarah and I'm joined by my co-host Ash.
Hi, thanks, Sarah. So we're going to ask each other some quick fire questions just to let people get to know us a little bit better. And Sarah, you're going first.
I am. So question number one, I'd like to know what inspired you to make this podcast?
So for me, I think I get a lot more joy from listening than watching. And I think it's because it's just so accessible. You know, I can go out with my earphones in and be listening to a podcast, driving somewhere, on a train, even admittedly in bed sometimes. I like to fall asleep to a
I do
podcast.
love a podcast when I'm going to sleep.
They're just so therapeutic and calming for the most part. And I find myself down rabbit holes occasionally when I let them just auto roll and another one play and another one play while I'm working. I hear a fact and I think I'm going to be searching that later. And I just learn so much. And I think the fact that a study has shown 30% of adults in the UK listen to a podcast regularly or weekly. Just think what a great place for us to speak about STEM and put STEM into the forefront of people's minds. So, a question for you, Sarah. What are you most excited about with the podcast?
So I think for me, it is genuinely about speaking to guests. Both of us love a chat and we both love chatting about all things STEM. So I think I'm very much speaking for the pair of us here, but it's all about like meeting new people from the STEM industry and different fields. Love learning more and finding out new information about things. And something that I'm really, really excited about is the fact that I get to listen to other people's perspectives. I love it when you think that you've got lots of ideas or maybe opinions on things, and then you speak to somebody and it completely changes your outlook on things. So I'm genuinely excited about speaking to a wide range of people.
Yeah, me too. I agree on that one.
Okay, question for you then. If you didn't work in education, what would you be doing?
Well, I often get mistaken for a police officer.
I
I've
can
been
see
asked
that.
numerous times, "Hey, are you a police officer?" And funnily enough, it's very similar to the route I was pursuing. So I was dead set on being a probation worker or a probation officer. I studied psychology and criminology at university. I was in contact with the local sort of probation hub about opportunities going forward when I was 18. And I worked in an elderly home for those with dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And it allowed me to sort of see that what I was studying in psychology that I felt so clued up about wasn't actually as clear cut as you thought it was. You couldn't apply it to everyone. And that somehow projected me into education. I suppose I'd gone from working with one age group to working with another and never ended up in probation, but very, very happy where I did end up.
Me too. I'm glad you ended up in education too.
So, Sarah, next question. Who's your dream guest?
So if we could have absolutely anybody on this podcast, for me, it would be Professor Brian Cox. I just feel like
Wow.
he is absolutely fascinating to listen to. And he really puts those like complex, really, really complex ideas into something that's really understandable. I watched all of his mini-series and series, and I genuinely think it would be fascinating to talk to him.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing as to why I would love him to come on our podcast, it would make my dad so jealous because he
You would
absolutely,
mind, my dad would be.
I love this life made that we've made our dads jealous through our
Yeah,
podcast.
absolutely. But having said that, although it would make dads very jealous, I know from experience in secondary that a lot of teenagers find Professor Brian Cox really interesting as well. Like, he reaches such a broad range of audiences, doesn't he?
Well, hopefully then you have learned a little bit more about us as hosts, and we are really, really excited to be sharing episode 1 with you very, very soon. It is with an incredible guest and one that we are so excited to chat to. So keep having a look out and keep your eyes peeled for episode 1.